On January 18, you testified no when asked if you ever deleted anything from your official account that could be considered a federal record. Dr. Morens, are you aware that the destruction or attempted destruction of federal records carries a potential punishment of both imprisonment and a fine?
I was not aware of that, and I was not aware that anything I deleted, like emails, was a federal record, because we have federal records training periodically, and the training, that I recall we received defined a federal record in a very different way than you may be thinking of it. None of it was defined as an email.
Well, that may be something to look into, is what your training looks like when it comes to federal records, because it's far different from mine.
Dr. Morens, did you ever conduct government business through your personal email account?
Not intentionally.
But it's unintentionally or not, did you conduct government business through your personal email account?
Well, some of the emails I've seen that you all have provided look pretty incriminating. I don't know what they are. I don't remember them. But yes, it looks like I made a mistake on more than one occasion. But it certainly wasn't my intention to do that. And let me also...
Mistake or not, though, I'm running short of time. You're admitting that you did official government business through your personal email. From what you have heard and seen today.
On your definition of
from what you have heard today, would you consider that to be official government business through your personal account?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look at all the emails.
Okay, seems like in our discussion, even talking with you here, it sounds like you would agree with us that you have conducted government business through your personal account.
On May 16th, we heard from your boss, Dr. Lawrence Tabak, regarding some of your emails and avoiding the Freedom of Information Act. And I'm sure as you've already testified, you're aware that deleting federal records is a crime. And as you've said, you previously testified that you did not delete any federal records. But on February 24th, 2021, you wrote, quote, "I learned from our FOIA lady here how to make emails disappear after I'm FOIA'd, but before the search starts. So I think we are all safe. Plus, I deleted most of those earlier emails after sending them to Gmail," end quote. And the next day on February 25th, 2021, you wrote, quote, "But I learned the tricks last year from an old friend, Marge Moore, who heads our FOIA office and also hates FOIAs," end quote. Did the NIH FOIA office instruct you on how to delete emails or avoid FOIA?
No.
On October 25th, 2021, another scientist wrote, quote, "David is concerned about the privacy of text and other messages from his cell phone to you and me because he has been using a government phone. This came from Tony," end quote. Sir, did you ever have any conversations with Dr. Fauci regarding using personal phone or email to communicate with Dr. Dasick?
I don't remember it. It's possible. I probably wouldn't have remembered it, and I don't remember it.
On April 18th, 2020, you wrote an email saying, Peter Dasick emailed me and Tony, congratulating Tony on standing up for science. That email somehow fell into the hands of the congressman, probably via a FOIA of someone who didn't delete it, as I did, delete all of Peter's emails and others relating to the origin. Anyway, the congressman got a copy of Peter D's emails from someone at NIH, and he now wants to get any reply Tony and I or anyone else may have sent back to Peter. Mine was erased long ago. I verified that today, and I feel pretty sure Tony's was too. The best way to avoid FOIA hassles is to delete all emails when you learn a subject is getting sensitive. You also wrote on June 16, 2020, you said, "The FOIAs are dreadful and paranoia-inducing. In the old days, we had to do them ourselves by hand. I mean, finding and printing out thousands of emails coming in and going out. We are all smart enough to know to never have smoking guns. And if we did, we wouldn't put them in emails. And if we found them, we'd delete them." You wrote on February 24th, 2021, you said, "You were right, and I need to be more careful. However, as I mentioned once before, I learned from our FOIA lady here how to make emails disappear after I am FOIA'd. But before the search starts, so I think we are all safe. Plus, I deleted most of those earlier emails after sending them to Gmail." Dr. Morens, who's your FOIA lady? Is it Hillary Clinton? You're welcome.
Thank you for the humor. I think, you said about 10 things there, and my brain can't keep them all in my head, but I think I've answered a lot of those questions. That I told you who the FOIA lady was. I told you what she told me. I told the committee that it's impossible to avoid a FOIA, and it's impossible to destroy an NIH document, an email document.
Well,
Impossible to do it.
clearly, because we've got your emails, and they're pretty shocking. You do receive a taxpayer paycheck, and when it comes to work emails, there's a lot of things that shouldn't.
By the way, if I understood what you just said, let me just say that a lot of government emails come to my Gmail. Stuff from CDC, my paycheck.
This is all related to your job, though, regardless of which email account. Like I said, Hillary Clinton had a private server as well, and she put a lot of things
God I
there,
didn't
and
have a
somehow
private
they
server.
disappeared.